So I just want you to see again, Adrian Mitchell, whose number is used as a means to create audible activity. At the same time that Maria Solis sends a text message to my phone. And this is again another inoperable number. So I just want to show you what is the significance. Even if the demon possessed call and somebody is actually at that line when you call them back, or it's the elements of monitoring you're looking at, and then the ongoing conversation. Also, as significant as it is to create just the noise of the ring, it's also audibly significant to engage in the conversation. Hence the prosecution of Don Noggle, Kimberly Fletcher, Maria Solis, Selena Robledo, the LAPD that are amplifying helicopter activity. They're going to federal prison. Okay, the entity is maintaining this audible activity while Maria Solis is at the same time engaging what is text messaging my phone. These are demons that act to their own demise. Okay, you're talking about what's going to be mental examinations. This is an entity that's to its own demise. I want to be clear. She is going to federal prison, and I believe that she already told me that she's not even from this country originally, and so she's going to spend her golden years outside of this country after she sits in federal prison, and she's subject to regular mental examinations because this is a highly disturbed and mentally ill individual that is suffering from demon possession, and it has the affect of creating that psychotic personality disorder, which is a threat to your life and your safety and your well-being. It is also serving for what is ongoing workplace terrorism, harassment, and sexual violence as the entity that is indeed engaged in federal group stalking and monitoring. Again, you have the absence of any coincidence. As you heard in my previous video, the entity is both calling the office and then sending a text message. That's the ambush conduct by demons. There's no coincidence of elements of monitoring when in the specific environment. Okay, particularly with regard to the entity that's stalking so heavily in helicopters. So it's unreasonable to even contend that. But again, I have the pattern of conduct is so long established. I'm literally showing you what is an ongoing, consistent body of evidence. And this is demonic activity. These are demons that are sitting there listening to you and then engaging in what is doing more of what they're hearing you speak of. Why would you, that's self-defeating. That's psychotic. Okay, you're going to be prosecuted. Satan does not really want to be exposed, but Satan is a delusional psychopath who engages in more of the object, more threatening and hateful conduct toward its object, all right, that it's focused on, speaking to a very dark and life-threatening obsession, and it's also to their own demise, okay? This is revealing the mental illness, okay? This is going to be identified by a third party that is specifically speaker companies. So this use of the Adrian Mitchell, this is a phone number that's not even a real phone number. Okay, your inability to call it back. This is again, okay, not found. This one, I want to be clear, this is occurring very heavily, especially as I happen to be engaged in what is documenting a government that's keeping me under surveillance. The entity is routinely engaging in that, using the phone as to ring while I'm speaking to the pattern of conduct, particularly by Maria Solis Alvarez, by the way. This is a demon that's, again, being exposed. She is acting on behalf of an entity. You're looking at what is identical demonic behavior, okay? The entity is acting, engaging in an ambush. Let me be clear. The demons of the LAPD, very likely, flying over my office, using a phone app, calling on a fake number, while Maria Solis, that's exactly I just want to be clear. You need to open your mind. They're all engaged in monitoring together, okay? So I just want to point that out to you because that's exactly what's going on. You're talking about a demonic entity that is entirely defeated and engaging in that pattern of conduct together. So the entity is maintaining these elements. How can I help you? How can I help you? This is 1810 number 4, documented group stalker with a Center for Better Life who's also monitoring right now. The entity is engaging in this ongoing demonic ambush conduct, which is prosecution for terrorism in the workplace with real-time knowledge. Again, that's grounds of federal prison, and that is exactly who's going to federal prison. Pay attention to my screenshots. Pay attention to the time. You literally saw it on video. This is what Choi of, that was Joseph Choi. Well, I don't believe his first name is Choi, but 1814 number 5. Appeared yesterday. He walks across his path while the entity uses the phone at the same time. It's the same ambush conduct. They act as one entity. You're dealing with spirits, okay? Demonic spirits acting over people, which, by the way, by virtue of having to engage in demonic activity underway by a corrupt government is grounds of criminal prosecution for terrorism, okay? And that's of a public entity, okay? It is, again, 10:15 a.m. I just wanted you to see that. This is, again, real-time knowledge of engaging in what is that simultaneous behavior, the simultaneous engagement in the elements of monitoring. This is what's happening when you're seeing the demons of Alvarado Gardens drive around, entering, walking around on the property, and the entity stalking overhead in helicopter while they're maintaining a light source from the beginning to the end of the day. You can cover up that light source at any time of the day because the sun is never going to be over Alvarado Gardens at any time of the day, and nobody is ever going to forget that. Okay, so it is currently 10:16 a.m. and this is POC.